Kirkalmighty here. This is the multiplayer game here against the Ironduke. I believe we are on episode 6 now. Now this episode is definitely the bloodiest one of all so far. I've had some things go well, some things go badly. Most of my success was in the air actually. I did extremely well with my air attacks. Let's go ahead and look at the log here real quick. We can see what the Ironduke did on his turn. Just let that run. He actually advanced that artillery forward, as you can see, and then he just came in and he was just pounding me over there, which took a lot of readiness out of those units, and I wasn't able to do some of the attacks I wanted to because of it. Let's see what's he doing. Was that it? It's over already. Okay. So I came in. I did a little fighter scouting over this area right here, and I thought he had more. Yeah. Oh, there we go. There. Yeah. And his fighters right here. They actually. I don't know what exactly I did, but they intercepted. I think I lost a fighter, and then I went in, and I even went in with fighter escort. I went in with dive bombers right here and dive bombers right here, and these attacks were phenomenally successful for what they did. I killed tanks, artillery, just tons and tons of equipment. Unfortunately, a lot of my units here, this whole stack. In this whole stack, it lost tons of readiness from getting pounded by his artillery going down here. But anyway, I advanced, and I was able to do an attack here, which actually failed. I mean, I definitely left between my air attacks and my artillery and everything else. I mean, I left these units very weak, but I lost a lot of infantry assaulting there. I think that's all I lost down there. Yeah, just infantry. So I guess I can't complain too much about that. Now here, I bombarded that with some artillery, and unfortunately I was unable to attack with these guys. They just didn't have enough readiness left, or action points or something after getting hit with that artillery and having attacking in the jungle. And that was so I had to attack. I could only attack from these two guys here, and that assault went horrible it did. And I lost primarily machine guns, a lot of them. But I also lost, I think, an anti-tank gun. I lost one anti-tank gun. I'm actually going to restructure these jungle units down here because I don't think they need these anti-tank guns. I'd rather pull those anti-tank guns out and add an infantry gun to them. They need more infantry, anti-infantry type firepower. So you can see I've adjusted their, right there. This is the format I've adjusted them to now. I don't think they need those anti-tank guns. I've got infantry guns coming in HQ, additional ones that should be going out, should be pulling those anti-tank guns out of the TOE system. Let's see, I think that was most of the combat, but there was a lot of damage that went on and all that. As you can see here now, I added some jeeps at the end of last turn, right after I added the video. I did build some jeeps, and send them around, basically set them up over here, and I've been moving them around a little bit. I wanted to gather some intelligence, and you can see I don't know if these guys had just moved up or if I'm just now seeing them because I have better intelligence. But you can see he's got some armies over here. He's got some more of those rhino tanks there. These rhino tanks are going to be moving a little slow in this mud right now, which is fortunate for the moment. So I am definitely going to be, I'm probably going to be getting hit with him over here. Now along the forest line here and up here I should do pretty good. It's this oil, it's in plains, but it's muddy right now. That's going to be a vulnerable spot, but got quite a few guys there. They're pretty well entrenched. Yeah, I started to move a jeep up this way. Didn't spot anything else out this way here. I still think he's got something up here, but he's definitely got something brewing down here. This army here, I've advanced a little bit forward out into the open. He's getting some guns this round. Only anti-tank guns though right now, no infantry guns. Then he's going to push. He should fill out in this next turn. He should fill up on his rifle and his mortar and get his anti-tank guns and his horses. Just be lacking on the infantry guns. And I'm going to be pushing him out in this direction right here still. And these guys will continue to advance down. Did I run out of movement to move them down further? I did. That's why they only went as far as they did. They were up here in the woods. They moved out to there. These guys are all operating just off of foot movement right now. I expect now these two stacks got weakened a lot. I'm not really expecting much in the way of counterattack from them, but certainly there's some units up here that are a little bit stronger. So there may be a counterattack here on this guy. He's pretty strong. No entrenchment there really, but it's a pretty strong stack right there. So it'll hold up pretty decent under an attack. I expect he will soften it up though with some of these already down here if he decides he wants to go there. We got a nice stack already right here he's got. It's going to hit me somewhere, I'm sure. These guys, I put a hurting on these other artillery units, the ones that survive. They got pretty low readiness, and he might just decide to move them rather than use them. Just try to get them out of there and save what's left. These two airstrikes here just killed an incredible amount of material. Here's the losses this turn. Now you can see that I suffered pretty bad here on my infantry. I lost a lot of SMGs, a lot of rifles from those land attacks that were unsuccessful. This fighter is the one I lost when I was doing my recon over the city. And yeah, these were other units that got lost in those horrible attacks where I lost all these infantry. Now you look over here, you can see the damage my dive bombers dealt out. 12 artillery pieces destroyed, field artillery destroyed, 3 heavy artillery, and 3 of those Rhino tanks. They just blew the crap out of everything there. They were very successful attacks. Yeah, I've got no complaints here at all. It was great. And then I did not lose any, well, I lost that fighter, but I didn't lose any of my bombers, though, in those bombing raids. I just lost that one fighter when he went over there and did the recon. So I'm happy with that. And let's see, got a lot of PPs coming in here. I'm sending a lot of SMGs and rifles straight to the HQs to try and get these guys beefed back up quick. And like I said, these guys are switching out to totally just infantry guns down here. And I'm guessing he's probably going to start to hit me over here. Let me see, he moved up some artillery here too. He's going to start to hit me along this tree line. These guys should hold up pretty good along the tree line. I've got a couple strong points here too where I think he may be most likely to be able to try and punch through. Going into winter up here, this area is I feel like it's gonna be a little vulnerable. I may have to build another army up here too, or something. Maybe I'll build an armored column or something up here. Maybe this is a good area for armor up here. I'll just have to think about that, what exactly I'm going to do that. I think for now I'm going to take the political points though, and bank those, and I can apply them, save them up for a good tech upgrade, or possibly another factory. One of the tech upgrades I was considering was going to, where is it? I was considering that right there. And this is basically, will turn all these infantry guns I got into short range artillery too, and that could come in helpful, particularly down here where it looks like it's going to be a real slugfest. And these all these infantry guns I'll have down here, I'll end up with 8 of them. They can work to soften. I mean, like these guys are sitting here. I'm just wasting all these action points. I could be using those to soften this line here, basically use them as artillery. So definitely giving some serious consideration into that, and I could actually do that upgrade next turn if I wanted, but we'll see how that goes. And I'm going to call this video a wrap right here. Tune in for the next episode, and we'll see what my opponent, the Ironduke, does.